Hi everyone, my name is Celeste. Welcome and thank you so much for being here. Today's class is going to be a lower body workout, but with a chair. Now, before we begin, I would also recommend that if you do have a pair of ankle weights, or at least one, that you can use, and if you want to use, bring it to you, because it's a good idea to go through these exercises with ankle weights, but if you do not have them, you can go through the workout anyway. So without talking any longer, let's get to it. So safety first. We are not going to be leaning too much on the chair, but we are going to be using it to keep our balance. So I do recommend you step the chair on the mat, or you put the chair close to a wall, so in case it slips away, the wall will stop it. I put a little blanket on top of my mat because my chair has very sharp legs, so I don't want my mat to be pierced. But you can just place it on your mat and it's gonna be all good. All right, let's begin. So we're gonna start standing today. I invite you to choose a comfortable stance, perhaps hip width or a little bit wider. Rest your arms beside you. Take a big inhale through your nose. And as you exhale through your mouth, I invite you to close your eyes, should you wish to. If you don't feel like closing your eyes, perhaps you want to soften your gaze or keep your eyes open. But if you do choose to keep your eyes open, perhaps you want to try to focus your eyes on a point in front of you and fix them there. So inhale and grow tall, tall, tall through the crown of the head. Imagine a thread coming through the crown, pulling you up towards the ceiling, creating a long spine. And release the shoulders, drop the shoulders. We take these first few moments to arrive and ground. I invite you to take your attention to the sole of your feet, the way you are distributing your weight around the sole of your feet. And for now, I don't want you to modify or change anything, but just observe how do you naturally distribute the weight. Perhaps you can feel that there's more heaviness towards your heels, or perhaps towards your toes, or the outer or inner arches of your feet. So again, it's just observation, no modification just now. I would like you to take your attention up towards your calves, your ankles and shins, all the way your lower leg, and up to your knees, and perceive if perhaps you are extending your knees too much or you are blocking your knees somehow. And again, for now, just observe. We will have time to rearrange and explore different shapes. Go up to your thighs and your hamstrings. Perhaps you feel some sort of engagement. And then up to your glutes and your hip space. Feel the hip space heavy, grounding you down. And use your breath to help you release any tension around the body, whereas it is on the legs or higher up, even your face muscles. And so we scan a little bit higher towards our torso, our belly, our lower back. Perceive if there's any niggles or any pain or discomfort around this area. And again, use the breath to release, to let go, to melt down. And we go up to our chest, shoulders, the thoracic spine, and a little bit higher up between our shoulder blades, the back of our shoulders. And then we go up towards our neck, the front and back of the neck, and perceive if perhaps your head is somewhere forward or backwards. And again, no judgment or modification, just observe and learn. Now go down your arms, the upper arm, the elbows, your forearms, wrists, hands and fingers. Perceive, how do you feel your arms? Are they away from your body? Are they resting on the body somehow? Do you feel that your arms are making any contact with your body? And if so, which are the areas that contact each other? And then we go up to our head, our face. And now I invite you to take a slight bend on your knees and bounce a little bit to feel the buoyancy on the knees. Not very deep, not a bend, a super bend, just a little bit to release the knees. Take a big inhale through the nose. And as you exhale through the nose as well, feel every tension on your body melting away, all the way down to your feet, towards the earth. And imagine the earth holding on this tension and transforming it into energy that will come up through the sole of your feet one more time and will expand throughout your entire body, filling you up with energy. Place your palms together and start rubbing the palms. Rub the hands. Rub them. I invite you to bring some heat. So really rub your palms together, rub them. And if you rub them a lot, you're gonna start feeling some sensation on your shoulders. Your muscles are gonna start to activate. And once you feel warmth between your hands, place both your hands over your eyes, creating this sort of cave for your eyes. And very gently open your eyes in the darkness of your palms. And as you take your hands away from your face, gaze down so the light comes in little by little. And then we are here with our eyes open. So let's continue with rubbing our hands. A little bit of sensory that comes free with every of my classes. Every finger. I don't know where you are. I am in the UK. Just now it's a little bit sunny. I don't know why. That's a miracle. But it's getting really cold. So I guess that if you are in a cold weather too, your hands might be a little bit cold. So warm them up. Remember that our hands are super important for our brain. So having a good mapping of our hands can be immensely helpful for the overall health of your entire body. We go up to the wrists and forearms. We're not going to be using the arms so much today. We're going to be focusing on our lower body, but again, the more the brain is aware of our body in general, the better it will allow you to move. So up to the shoulder, back to your shoulder blades. Also, now we go to our throat. Remember this swallowing kind of motion with your hand. Slide them from the chin down to the chest. And then the face. Give me some washing motion. Remember that all of this is in a very soft and gentle fashion. It's a stroke, not pressing. It's just a stroke. The ears. And then we make little claws with our hands and we place them at the beginning, at the start of the hair, and then we brush back towards the crown of the head, from the neck up as well, from the sides. Amazing. Now we go to the chest, the clavicule, and right here where your clavicule meets your shoulder, this space over here over the chest. And the other side. Amazing. We go down to our belly. Give me some circular motions. And then groin. Okay, and now we're gonna start with the lower body. Now, I really want you to, you should have been paying attention all the time, but really want you to focus on the area that you're stroking. So it's like a double intention, right? Not only you are telling your brain, oh, look, if we wrap here, this is our hips, but also you are focusing your attention on the area. So it's even much better. And then the sides of your hips, and give me some like whoosh, like brushing down from the hips down to your thighs, forwards. Amazing. And then we go back. We can make fists to wrap the low back and the rest of the hips. If you touch a little bit, if you add a little bit of pressure, you can feel the bones of your hips. And then we can round the spine and bend the knees and try to see if we can reach higher up on the spine, as high as we can. And sides, amazing. So now we place the hands more or less at the height of our low back, and we slide them down through the back of our legs, bend the knees, and then we start at the top of our toes, and we come up through the front of the leg, and down, and up, and down, and up. Now let's go to our feet. Very important. Another very important part of the body for our brain. Our feet have so many joints, same as our hands, not the same amount, but it's a very joint-rich area of the body too. So having a clear mapping, clear idea of our feet, toes, giving them mobility, space. We can actually open finger per finger, widen, stretch them a bit. Ankles, the sides of the ankles, the inner part of the ankle. Amazing. Well done. Now we come to stand in front of the chair. I'm gonna fold this a little bit. I will show you from the front, so you see, but you stand in front of the chair, quite close to it, and you can already grab hold of the chair to not lose the balance. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some ankle tilt. So I'll show you from the front, but you can be on the chair. So we're gonna spread the feet slightly wider than hip width. And from there, I want you to lift off your 10 toes, slide bend on the knees, and then try as hard as you can to place from the pinky toe, toe by toe, place them on the mat. Awesome, so your toes should be wide, and press through the toes, ground through the toes on the mat, and feel the inner arches engaging. Slide bend on the knees so we don't collapse on the knees. Awesome. All right, so from here we are gonna tilt the ankles towards the outside. So we're gonna stand on the outer edge of the feet, and then we're gonna roll, and first of all go to center, step all your toes, engage those inner arches, and then we roll towards the inside. And you will notice that as you roll towards the inner arches, your knees are gonna slightly bend and your hips are gonna internally rotate. Let them do so. Don't try to keep the legs straight. Just let them naturally roll. And then we roll to center first, place or your toes, and then we roll to the outer edges. And really take your attention to the outer, these joints here, and the one on the inside. As you roll inwards, really focus on feeling that joint. And as you roll outwards, we focus on the outer edge of the ankle to the center, center and out. Really working on the mobility of our ankles, our toes, our feet in general. It's a great deal. It gives so much information to our brain, so our brain feels safer, and it will allow our entire body to move better, to move smoother. Also, one more to the inside and the outside, and then we finish. Yes, well done. Give me a little shake of the feet. Release there. Stroke. Amazing. So, you are already there. I will come to stand close to the chair. Again, keep a comfortable distance where you can grab hold of the chair. And we are gonna roll up to our tiptoes. So we are standing on our toes. You probably can perceive engagement on the glutes already. So we are gonna lower down and keep rolling towards the ankles and lift the toes. And then we roll over to the toes and lift the heels up. And then down and back towards our heels. Sorry, I said ankles before, but it's our heels. And really lift the toes up, and you will start feeling some sensation on the calves. And then we roll forward to our toes. And as we are on our toes, let's stop there and perceive how do you distribute the weight. Maybe you feel like, oh, I'm putting all the weight on the thumb. Well, the big toe, the thumb, on the big toe. Or maybe you're taking them too much towards the outside. I'll show you from the front so you can see. See, if I am putting all the weight on the pinky finger, oh my God, I am with the toes and the finger on the pinky toes. Or perhaps I am too much to the inside. So trying to really distribute the weight evenly. And then we go down and roll back to our heels. Really feel the calf muscles stretching. Press up, up, up. If you want to bend a little bit the knees, go for it. And then roll forwards to your toes. And then back. Let's make it a little bit faster. Amazing. Awesome. And once we reach the toes, we're going to bend the knees. And without moving the hips or the knees, we're gonna do the same as before. So we roll the feet back towards our heels and then towards the toes. But take a look at what I'm doing. I am not lifting or I am not moving the hips. The hips stay grounding down. You're gonna feel your glutes engage, and we just go to the toes, heels, toes, heels. And now we just stay on the toes, lower a bit. Up to the toes, lower a bit. Don't touch the floor with the heels. Down, up, down, up, down. You've got this. Come on. We are gonna be working hard today, so we need to be together on this. Don't worry, I am here with you. Up and down. Keep a spine nice and long. 2 more, up and release. Give me a shake. You can probably feel your thighs already engaging, so we can grab the thighs. Also, now we turn the toes towards the outside, the diagonals. We widen the stance a little bit more, engage those glutes, and we're gonna do the same, but with this stance now. So we're gonna roll to our toes, and then roll down to our heels, and we lift the toes up. So up to the toes, toes up, and we stand on the heels, toes, heels, toes, heels. Let's go to the toes 1 second. Perceive the weight. Is it too much towards the thumbs, towards the big toes? Or is it rolled too much towards the outside? And try to rearrange this. You can take a look even, use your eyes for information, and then let's continue. Heels, toes, heels, glutes are engaged, my dears. Heels, toes, heels, and now we go up to the toes. Bend the knees, and take a look that your knees are not either flaring inwards or too much out. Well, out wouldn't be that terrible. Inward is not terrible either, but it's just it takes the focus from the place where we want it to be. So keep the knees more or less in line with your toes. Try to keep the hips grounding and not flaring them back or rounding them too much. Nice and tall. Hips are grounding, glutes are so engaged. And from here we're gonna do what we did before. Lower the heel, but don't touch the floor. And then up, lower, up, lower, up. 4, 5, 6, you've got this. 7, 8, 9, 10. Straighten the legs up to the toes. Release the chair for a little bit of balance. And release down. Shake the legs, shake them out. Whee. Well done. Okay, now if you've got your ankle weights, let's put them on and we continue. All right, if you have your weights on, or if you don't, remember you can do all these without the weights, no problem at all. Okay, now we're gonna stand more or less at arm's length away from the chair, perhaps one little step backwards. So we're gonna start working more on our hips. So bend the knees slightly and fold your torso forward. My chair is a little bit narrow here, but if you have a square chair, it's a little bit much more comfortable. I'm gonna be putting both my hands together, again, because of the shape of my chair, but if you have two, you can grab from the corners of the chair, of the back of the chair. And so, take the weight towards your right, bring the left heel towards your bum, lower the torso a little bit more or less at the height of a warrior 3, if you wanna see it that way, maybe a little bit higher up. So, heel to bum, and then through the heel, we press up to the ceiling, and then we open the knee towards the left, bring the knee towards your ribs, and then knee to knee. So it's a hip circle. So we kick up through the heel and then open the knee. Try to make it as big as you can without really moving the other leg or the torso. Keep the hips down, keep the chest down, and open. Bring it to knee, kick up, open as big and as controlled as you can. 2 more, up. Last one. Amazing. Now we reverse. So we bring knee to chest, open to the side, kick up, and bring knee to knee. 4 more. 3, 4, last one, you've got this. 5, and release the leg down. Come to stand, tap your bum, inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale and fold forwards. Bend the knees and release the head. And then we roll the spine up to standing. Head and neck come last. Awesome, we change the leg, so we take the weight towards the left. Bend both your knees and bring your torso forward. Remember, we're not leaning on the chair. We are using the chair to not lose the balance and to focus even more on what we're doing with our legs. So take the weight towards the left. Bring right heel to bum. And then kick up to the ceiling first. And then open the knee to the side as wide as you can. And then bring knee to knee. And then kick up. And then open the knee towards the outside. Bring the knee towards your ribs. And lower. 3 more. Wish. Kick up. Really engage them all. All those muscles. Last time. Last one towards the towards the front. And then we reverse. Knee to chest. Open to the side. Kick up with the heel. Bring knee to knee. Knee to chest. 3 more. 2 more. You have got this. Last one. Kick up, and release the leg. Come up to standing, tap those bums. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold the torso forward. Release the head and neck. And round the spine all the way up to standing. Head and neck come last. Well done, we're rocking team, we got this. Okay, we can stay the same stance. So again, fold your torso down slightly. Now, it's very important that we use the power of our glutes, because it might happen to you, it used to happen to me when I was not like using the glutes at all, that I would start feeling it a little bit on my low back. If this is you, then be more gentle, stand up a little bit more perhaps, and make the circles smaller, or whatever activity we're doing, reduce the range a little bit of the exercise, go back a little bit more in terms of intensity, not with your body, but in terms of intensity, because we don't want to end up feeling discomfort on the low back. So engage those mama glutes. They're big, big muscles, so we can do this. Let's go. So, more or less, arm's length. Bend the knees and fold the torso 45 degrees. Take the weight towards your right and bring the left foot behind and across the right. So it's on your right diagonal back, and you're gonna imagine that in the tip of your toes you have colorful paint. Each toe can be a different color actually, and we are gonna draw a rainbow behind us. Yes, y'all, we're gonna draw a rainbow. So lower your torso, glutes are engaged, and very slowly we whoosh, draw a circle, and we take it as far to the side as we can, and then up and back for 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. We go for 10, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now bring this left leg to stand behind the right. We have both our legs crossed. Come up to standing. Inhale, grow tall, tall, tall. Exhale, slight bend on the knees, hinge of the hips and fold forward. Big release in breath. Release the head and neck. And now turn your left foot, the one that is behind, turn it towards the outer edge of the foot. And now perceive the sensation, how it changes on the left leg. And then place it back normally. Unravel the legs. Bend the knees and roll the spine up to standing, vertebra per vertebra. Wish, well done. All right, other leg. So bend the knees, fold your torso slightly, engage those glutes. Bring the right leg this time behind in a diagonal, far away with your toes, colorful toes. Now, remember that we're always trying to keep the torso facing the floor and not to like open it or rest too much on the chair. We need to make this super active for the legs. All right, we ready? Let's go. We go for 10. So 1 and 2. Got this. Halfway there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we bring the right foot behind the left. Both soles of the feet are on the floor. Come up to standing. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, slight bend on the knees and fold forwards. Release the head. And then we turn the right foot this time towards the outer edge. So maybe you can see the sole of my foot now. And perceive the sensation that creates on the outside of your right leg. And then unravel your legs, place them next to each other. Release the head. And inhale, roll the spine all the way up. Woo, well done, team. Now, come to stand towards the side. So now you're gonna grab hold of the chair with your right arm. Take the weight towards your right leg. Bring the left knee to chest. And from here, we are gonna internally and externally rotate the leg. Just like this. no more. And perceive if you have to whoosh, lift the hip, try to keep those hips more or less at the same height. You can use your hands for some sensation. And if this looks very tiny, then embrace it. It doesn't necessarily need to look super wide, but if it does, because you have a great range of motion, then enjoy your range of motion. Awesome. And now, once we are internally rotated, so the foot is out, we bring knee to knee, and then bring it up, and external rotation, and then internal, knee to knee, bring it up, external, one more time, internal, knee to knee, keep it internal, external, and release. Give me some anterior and posterior of the hips. Give me some hips, sassy circles to the other side. And then we change. We can move the chair, sorry Matt, or you could just turn around as you please. I just want to keep facing you. So now we take the weight towards the left, bring right knee to chest, and keeping the knee as high as you can, we internally and externally rotate. You got this, team. Last little exercise. Awesome. And now, next time we go to internal, knee to knee, bring it up, keep internally rotated, and then external, internal, knee to knee, up, external, internal, knee to knee, up, external. Last time, you got this, up, external, and we release. I'm gonna put the chair back to where it was. Give me some shake, give me some sassy circles. Now come to stand in front of the chair. Actually, let's remove the ankles, the weight now. Remove them now, and I'll see you in a little bit. All right, so we're back at it. So let's go to stand in front of the chair, a little bit closer than arm's length. Turn your toes towards the outside, the diagonals. And now we're gonna bend the knees without lifting the heels. So you're gonna go down until you can and embrace the height. If it's just this, then go for it, no problem. But we're gonna go down, 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 down until we can't anymore, and then we lift off the heels slightly. And we wiggle the hips side to side, opening one knee to the outside, and then the other one. Amazing. Now we get to chill a bit more. So you did so well. Congratulations. Whatever you did amazing. We come to stand in the center and go down, down, down until you sit back on your bum. So walk your hands behind you. Your fingers are facing back. Straighten your left leg. I'm gonna move the chair a bit so you can see it. Straighten your left leg and bring the right ankle over the left knee, a little bit higher than the knee. Walk your hands back as far as you want, and then using your strength, bring this left knee up, stand your foot actually, and then bring your hands a little bit closer to you. The closer you get, you will feel the stretch on the right leg intensify. Now I want you to keep the right leg engaged. Don't just flop it there, chilling. We're not at the beach, we're doing a workout. You could be doing it at the beach as well. If you are, lucky you. And then we can wiggle the legs side to side. Bring it back to center. Inhale and grow tall through the spine and shine your chest forward. Roll your shoulders back. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. Now we walk our hands backwards again, and then we're gonna bring this left foot to touch our right bum, and then we stand up to sitting, and we're gonna be in this shoelace position. Now remember, if shoelace is not available to you or not comfortable, or you just don't wanna do it, we always have the option of doing this sort of square one where ankle over knee, knee over ankle, and if this knee doesn't reach the ankle, you can place a block in between. Wherever you landed, wherever you feel comfortable. Inhale and grow tall, lengthen through the spine, and exhale and fold forwards. You can drop your head. And then come up to standing. Take your hands behind you, walk them back again, unravel those legs, straighten them both in front, and give me some pointy toes, and then flex, point, flex. A little bit. Now give me some ankle circles to the other side. Amazing. Now we keep the right leg there and we bring the left ankle over the right knee. And then using the strength of our legs, we whoosh, bring this right knee up. Now remember that you can have the distance between your foot and your bum can be wider if you feel like the intensity of the stretch is too much, or can be shorter if you feel that it isn't. And then you wiggle your hands again to a height that feels good. Remember to keep the left leg engaged too. And we wiggle side to side if we want to. If not, we can stay in stillness. Yes, awesome. Now come to stillness and shine your chest forward, roll your shoulders back. Be proud of all your work, of your legs, amazing legs. Awesome. You can walk your hands a little bit backwards and then bring the right ankle towards your left bum cheek, and we stand in a cross-legged like so, shoelace left. Remember, modify as you please. Inhale up, grow tall, exhale and fold. And then we come up. Let's find a comfortable seated position, perhaps cross-legged or kneeling as you want. Place one hand on top of each other at the heart center. Big inhale and side it out. Let's use these last few moments to appreciate all the amazing things that our bodies do for us every single moment of the way. The things that we can see, the ones that we can't, the ones that we know about and those we don't. Feel the air filling your chest and your belly in. Perceive the energy that we have just moved around the body. And we finish this class with a big releasing breath all together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, side it out. Palms together. Amazing team, well done. Thank you so much for coming into this class. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're feeling your legs firing now. And if you do enjoy it and you feel that anyone might benefit from it, please feel free to share the love. Subscribe to my channel for more weekly comments and hit the notification bell to be the first one to find out when I post any videos. And leave me a comment to know if you like this chair idea, if you want me to do more videos like this one. I would love to hear from you. And that's all for today. I will see you on the mat very soon. Bye bye.